Pope John Paul II, one of the most influential popes, is greatly remembered from people all around the world. He was greatly remembered for his kind deeds and apologies. Not only was he kind to everyone around him, he was the first non-Italian pope. John Paul II had also become a saint. His feast day is celebrated on October 22nd. In his early life, Karol Józef Wojtyła was very athletic. Karol enjoyed skiing and swimming. He was born May 18, 1920. Karol also attended Jagiellonian University in 1938. There he took interest in theatre and poetry. Karol also had a sad, tragic young life. His mother died when he was only 9 years old, and his older brother died when he was 12. John Paul's rise within the Church is beyond imaginable. He spent 2 years in Rome, where he studied theology. John Paul served in many parishes in Poland and around Krakow. In 1958, John Paul earned the title Bishop of Umbi. Then 6 years later, he earned the title Archbishop of Krakow. Regarded for his contributions to the Church, John Paul II was made a cardinal in 1967 by Pope Paul. In the year 1978, John Paul II made history by becoming the first non-Italian pope to be voted in the conclave. Being the leader of the Catholic Church, he travelled the world spreading his faith. He visited more than 100 countries. That's more than half of the countries in the world. But he was close to home when he faced the biggest threat of his life. In 1981, an assassination attempt was made on John Paul II. He got shot twice while making his way through St. Peter's Basilica. Fortunately, he was able to recover from the injuries and later forgave his attacker. Someone tried to kill John Paul, but still forgave him for his sins. During his time as Pope, John Paul often spoke out about suffering in the world. He also used his political influence to bring about political change. In his later years, John Paul II's health seemed to be failing. At his public appearances at the Vatican, he moved slowly and seemed unsteady on his feet. One of his doctors told him that he had Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's disease is a brain disorder, followed by shaking and weakness. There were never any announcements of his illness until his death on April 2, 2005, at the age of 84. More than 3 million people wanted to say goodbye one last time to their beloved Pope before his funeral on April 8. On July 5, 2013, the Vatican announced that the Roman Catholic Church would make Pope John Paul II a saint and that the canonization ceremony would likely take place in the next 6 months. On September 30, 2013, Pope Francis announced,
From the Vatican today, Pope Francis clearing one of the most beloved popes in recent church history for sainthood.
The canonization occurred after the Vatican showed 2 miracles he contributed to. The first miracle was when a dying French nun, Sister Marie Simon, prayed to Pope John Paul II when she was battling Parkinson's disease. This same disease killed the Pope, but after she prayed to the Pope, she was cured. The second miracle that happened was when a 50-year-old woman claimed she was cured from a brain aneurysm after a photograph of Pope John Paul II spoke to her. As of today, Pope John Paul II is remembered throughout history and the whole church community today, becoming the first non-Italian pope and visiting more than half of the countries in the world. One of his most famous quotes is, "As the family goes, so goes the nation, and so goes the whole world in which we live."